Yes. So coming to this particular project, No Fever, we know that fevers could be of various hues. If it was the US, you only had the red and the blue, the Democrats and the Republicans. But fevers can be of many hues. And therefore, it becomes much more confusing than the confusion that the US presidential election is creating. So, this is even more complicated. And to fight many of these fevers, we need to work together. And it is the community which is at the center of the activity. The core is the community because they are right there where the disease transmission occurs. And if the community is not participating, then the chances of success are very, very limited. And therefore, working with the GHMC, which is the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, and many other stakeholders, we are trying to look at how we can actually add value to the community efforts to make a difference. And this has a number of activities. There is communication, increasing awareness, and engaging the communities. Then we are looking at prevention activities supported by the GHMC. And we also need to keep a close watch, just like you keep a watch on children, having your score sheets or mark sheets. We also need to do that, where we look at score sheets of where the mosquito is breeding and the people who develop a fever, which is what is called surveillance. And we need to act fast, have measures in place so that we are able to make a difference without the disastrous consequences that Mr. Shauri just referred to. And this is a project which is a partnership project, collaboration between a number of stakeholders is what is taking it forward. Next slide, Pooja. So we do a lot of work in relation to how we can control this particular vector. And this is a very dangerous, slimy vector. Uh, when I know some of you must have watched the IPL cricket, and one of the most difficult bowlers, which luckily Hyderabad has, is Rashid Khan. You don't know whether it's a googly or another ball. You don't know where the ball goes. So they have the adaptability of somebody who's facing that particular cricketer is very, very difficult. The same is the case when we look at the Aedes mosquito. And therefore, we need to look at how do we counter that spin. Vector control activities, whether it is the containers, how do we cover them properly, drainage of the water bodies, which can actually breed, larvicidal fish, which could be added to these containers, trapping the adult mosquitoes, which could be through sugar baits or mosquito traps. Then the containers, emptying the containers, clearing up the drains, and using mosquito repellents is all a part of the action which we need to take when we look at fighting dengue. We also need to keep our houses safe, whether it is with the meshes or closing the houses or having nets on the house. All of that is very, very critical. Next slide, Pooja. So we are looking at engaging the entire community, bringing everybody together. On the one hand, we're looking at the corporate sector who has volunteer time. We have the resident welfare associations. Many of you must be staying in these associations, and we are looking at supporting the residents. We are looking at the housekeeping and security agencies, which are there so that they could play an effective role. People staying in non-gated communities or the builders, because we have a lot of water collections, student volunteers, where they have done a fantastic job earlier in terms of getting messages to their peers and the neighbors. Ultimately, the schools as a major area where we need to act. And I explained to you why that is important. In addition to those aspects which we directly do, we have the GHMC which supports us. And like Mr. Shourie explained, we need to look at improving the professional skills of general physicians so that they are able to diagnose and manage dengue and not be in a gray area when it comes to looking at whether it is dengue or COVID.